हेलो स्वागत है आपका एक और मैच एनालिसिस और फैंटेसी 11 टीम प्रेडिक्शन वीडियो में। T20 वर्ल्ड कप का दूसरा मैच वेस्ट इंडीज वर्सेस इंग्लैंड, द फाइनलिस्ट्स ऑफ द 2016 एडिशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कप। Two very big teams with two very big set of players for both the teams. Now how do you make your fantasy 11 team? जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ इस वीडियो के एंड तक, जहां पे हम आपको देंगे परफेक्ट फैंटेसी 11 टीम। Now let us look at some important statistics between these two teams. Both of these teams have faced each other 18 times, out of which West Indies has won 11 times and England has won 7 times. Interestingly, both of these teams have had their last T20 series against Pakistan, where England won the series by 2-1 and West Indies leveled the series by 1-1. And how can we forget the 2016 finals when both of these teams were playing against each other, and in the last over Carlos Braith hits 4 sixes and wins the T20 International World Cup for West Indies. The defending champions will play England once again. It remains to be seen how this match will go. Now talking about the most important part of this video, which is the pitch report. This match is going to get played in the Dubai International Stadium, where the average score is 144. In general, 61 T20 matches have been played on this pitch, out of which 34 times the team that has chose to bat first has won the match, and therefore toss will play a crucial role, and the team that will choose to bat first will have an added advantage, and therefore our team will have bowlers and bowling friendly all-rounders. चलिए शुरू करते हैं हमारी फैंटेसी 11 टीम और शुरू करते हैं विकेट कीपर से। विकेट कीपिंग में आपके पास दो ऑप्शन, जॉस बटलर or Nicholas Pooran. Now Nicholas Pooran is the player that we will not suggest in your team. He has not been in form. Now he just scored 85 runs in 12 matches he played in IPL 2021, and therefore he is clearly not in form. On the other hand, Jos Butler as a wicket keeper, we will suggest you in your fantasy 11 team. In last 4 T20 innings, he has scored 3 consecutive 50 plus runs with a strike rate of 120, career strike rate of 139.84 and a century against Sunrisers Hyderabad very recently, 124 runs of just 64 deliveries. Jos Butler looks in decent form and he has to be there in your fantasy 11 team as your wicket keeper. बात करें अगर बैट्समैन की, तो दोनों टीम्स के पास है बढ़िया हिटिंग कैपेबिलिटीज वाले बैट्समैन, एंड देयरफॉर द बैट्समैन दैट वी विल सजेस्ट इन योर टीम विल बी number 1 Jason Roy. Now a terrific IPL debut in this season of the IPL, a career batting average of 25 and a strike rate of 145, and as you could see on the screen, the last T20 course of this player has been nothing but impressive against Pakistan. Talking about the other batsman that we will suggest will be Jonny Bairstow. Now this is again a blastering batsman with England who has scored 49 of just 36 deliveries and 30 of 21 deliveries in the 2 warm-up games, and had shown very good form, especially in the last series against West Indies. Jonny Bairstow scored 117 runs in just 3 matches. You can definitely have Jonny Bairstow in your fantasy 11 team. The other batsman that we will suggest will be 2 left-handed batsmen. Number 1, Evan Lewis, who is in his form of his life in his short T20 career, already scored 2 centuries. Now Evan Lewis has scored 329 runs in last 10 T20 internationals, including 5 scores of 30 plus runs with a career batting average of 32 and an impressive strike rate of 158. You definitely cannot make your team without having Evan Lewis in your fantasy 11 team. And I don't need to tell you why you should have David Malan in your team as a batsman, by far undoubtedly one of the best T20 batsmen in the present times. We have seen him score 76 runs of just 48 deliveries against Sri Lanka and became the man of the match in 2021 tour. He is very much in form. Comes to bat 1 down with a career average of 43, and especially in 30 matches has scored a total 1,123 runs with a strike rate of 139. David Malan has to be there in your fantasy 11 team. And now talking about the all-rounders, it is West Indies. You have so many all-rounder options, and also it's England, and therefore a little bit tricky for you to pick the right all-rounders, but then be with us. Now from England, the 2 all-rounder option you have is number 1 Moeen Ali and number 2 Liam Livingstone. Now we have seen Moeen Ali performing very good for CSK in these very Dubai conditions, and therefore we suggest him in your fantasy 11 team. Look at these statistics: scored 36 and 61 runs against Pakistan in 2021 series in England. He contributes with ball, and we have seen he has an important role to play, especially on these Dubai pitches which are spinner friendly. So consider having Moeen Ali in your team. The other option is Liam Livingstone, another England all-rounder. Scored his maiden 103 runs of just 43 balls against Pakistan, and also the winner of the Player of Series award. Showed all-round performance against India in warm-up match, scored 30 runs in just 20 balls and picked this crucial wicket of Virat Kohli with a batting strike rate of 167. Even Liam Livingstone is in good form. You can choose choose between any of these two players. बात करें अगर bowlers की तो number 1 Hayden Walsh, the young sensation for the West Indies team. This young bowler has just played 18 T20 matches but created an impact in the West Indies bowling unit. Player of the series in T20 series against Australia in July 2021, picked 12 wickets in just 5 match series, and as you could see on the screen, tremendous bowling figures against Australia and picked wickets in both the warm-up matches, 41 for 2 and 24 for 1. Hayden Walsh has to be there in your fantasy 11 team. The other bowler that we suggest in your team will be from England, which is Storm Curran. In 30 T20 international matches, this player has picked 29 wickets. In the Dubai IPL season, we saw he picked crucial 3 wickets in the qualifier one against Chennai Super Kings. He can play big innings with his bat as well, so have Tom Curran in your fantasy 11 team. And the third bowler is very interesting, which is Chris Jordan. This England bowler was born in West Indies and he is sort of going to play with his home team, and he is the death over specialist for England. 75 wickets in 65 matches. An experienced player, Chris Jordan, has to be there in your fantasy 11 team. अगर आप अपनी टीम्स बनाते हैं on platforms like Dream 11 और My Circle 11, अगर आपको चूज करना है कैप्टन और वाइस कैप्टन, then the CricTips power players will be Johnny Bairstow and Hayden Walsh. So that was the complete match analysis and a team prediction video between West Indies versus England, a very crucial and a very big match. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, share your views in the comments below and tell us if you agree to our playing 11. Share this video with all your friends who make teams on fantasy platforms, and please subscribe to the CricTips channel where we bring you such videos, such prediction videos throughout the T20 World Cup, throughout this tournament. Stay with us. We'll get you more such cricketing content on this very channel. See you again here and nowhere else. Till then, thank you and goodbye.